Well, it's officially winter, so I'm giving this winter sowing a little try. Third time's a charm. I hadn't actually taken a video of this, so I'm just gonna swipe through some of the images that I took. We went and picked up some potting soil, and I borrowed some milk jugs from the recycling bins in town. Don't worry, they were right on top, just had to grab them. We got them bleached and cleaned up so they were ready to go. And then we mixed up our potting soil so it was nice and fluffy. And because my husband thought it would be better to not cut the jugs in half, we ended up putting the water in the bottom of the jug first and then adding the dirt, the dry dirt, with a funnel so that it would go through the funnel and the wet dirt would have stuck too much. So we let it soak in the water for a while, mixed it up. We did about an inch of water and about 4 inches of dirt, and we mixed a little bit with the stick. Some helpers helped me with this. Probably the reason I don't have a video. We were going to use a pipe to put the seeds in the jugs, but the pipe was actually getting dirt stuck in it, and so the seeds wouldn't fall through. So I ended up just sprinkling them in, probably more than I would have done had I placed them individually. We'll see what happens. I mostly did just flower seeds, just to give it a try. Things I'm not really worried about if they don't come up and I have to end up direct sowing them. So once I put the seeds in, we added a little more dirt and then I labeled them with permanent marker. I wasn't able to put labels inside because we didn't cut it open, so I just labeled it in 2 spots, and then I have this photo reference, and anyone who has a garden knows I'm sure I will be out there multiple times checking on them, and we'll be able to see if the labels are coming off and I can relabel them. So now that everything is in the jugs, I'm ready to stick them outside. So I'm just going to put them in this bed on the edge here and line them up so they can get some sun, and hopefully they will start coming up in the spring and they won't need to be hardened off. Mostly I planted, these are all flowers, and they're all flowers that I had quite a few seeds for, and I don't mind if I have to direct sow these anyway, so I thought this was a good experiment on these guys. Might bunch them together a little closer so they don't tip over, but there they are. The garden in the winter. Well, later, after I'd done this, I'd realized I hadn't poked any drain holes in them. So I ran out with a punch and got some drain holes poked in. So in the spring, when stuff starts getting wet, it'll be able to drain the extra moisture off, and it should be good to go.